What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, and I'm going to bring you a new update on the keto contest prep today. I started prep December 1st, 2016. It is now January 15th, 2017. So I've been on the ketogenic diet for prepping for just over a month and a half now. I've been doing the diet for about 2 years, about a month and a half of prep. So I wanted to give you a quick update on that. And I figured I'd go ahead and test my blood ketone levels as well, since I haven't done that in about a month or so now. I use the Precision Extra Blood Ketone Monitoring Kit. So bear with me for just a moment here while I prep that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So my millimolar is 2.2 right now. I don't know if you can see that. It's backwards, but it's 2.2, which is pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. You're in ketosis if you are 0.5 or greater. In the off season, I was hovering right around 0.5 to 0.7 because my protein intake, with the blood here, vampire style, was much higher than it is now that I'm cutting. So you really start to get the benefits of ketosis when you're between 1 and 3 is like the sweet spot for your beta-hydroxybutyrate levels. So when I was in the off season, I was between like 0.5 and 7. Sometimes I'd hit 1, but pretty much on the low end. And I was okay with that because, you have to kind of skate the border between ketosis and not ketosis to really intake enough protein to build muscle like I did in the off season. So I still felt fine. I still felt like it might have taken me a little bit longer to adapt and feel good because my blood ketone level was somewhat lower. But that whole time I was following the ketogenic diet, low to no carbs, yada yada yada. So I felt fine. But now, and this is the cool thing, this is exactly what I predicted would happen, in that when I start cutting, I start decreasing my protein intake. Right now I'm only at 110 grams of protein a day, which is like absurd for bodybuilders. But by decreasing that protein content, my ratios are much more in the favor of the fat content, and my beta-hydroxybutyrate levels are increasing. And now that my blood ketone levels are increasing, I'm starting to reap the benefits of being fully keto adapted in a deeper state of ketosis, which gives me much more mental clarity and much more energy. So it's pretty cool phenomenon, really. Basically, while all of my other competitors who are dieting down for this show and for other shows, and like I've done in the past, you start decreasing your protein. You keep the protein pretty consistent, but you start decreasing your carbs and your fat, and you increase your cardio, and your mental clarity starts to decrease, your energy starts to decrease, you start to become depleted, and it just becomes more and more miserable, which is just part of the game of bodybuilding. That's just something you have to accept. And I'm going to, experience that too, even on the ketogenic diet. But as of so far, at this point, as I'm decreasing, my beta-hydroxybutyrate levels are increasing. So where everybody else is getting more mentally foggy, more depleted, more tired, more lethargic, I'm feeling better and better and better, which is cool. And it's true, because I do feel better and better and better. I've been killing my workouts. I got 5 plates on deadlift the other day, which is a PR that I've recently hit. So my strength is good, my energy is good, my mental clarity is out of this world. It's like the movie Limitless when you're on keto, in my opinion. That's how I describe it. Probably not quite Limitless, just a movie, but I feel really good. So I'll give y'all a quick breakdown of what my current macros are. Currently I'm intaking about 110.6 grams of protein, 23.7 grams of carbs, and 194.2 grams of fat, for a total of about 2,292, so about 2,300 calories a day. So yeah, that's where that is. As far as changes in my my weight, that was 169.4 this morning, which is my lowest I've been so far. I think I actually got down to 169.2 the other day, but 169. Changes in supplementation, not really changing too much. I was kind of getting frustrated with my caffeine intake. Caffeine's not bad, it's fine. Don't be concerned about caffeine. But if you have too much caffeine, consume too much caffeine, basically your body becomes dependent on it. Just like anything, you kind of need to cycle it off to try and, clear those receptors out, start fresh, and then, much a much fewer amount of caffeine will have the same effect as a vast amount of caffeine. So like I was intaking about 200 milligrams of caffeine tablets. I take 2 of those before a workout, so 400 milligrams before a workout, which is fine. It's not going to hurt you, but it's unnecessary. Like I don't want to have to take that much to feel it. So I'm kind of weaning myself off to kind of cycle through it again and then have the same effect with half the amount. So to do that and make the process a little bit more comfortable, I picked up some of this mushroom coffee mix. I don't know if this is going to focus, but there we go. Now focus back on me. Perfect. So this is from a company called 4 Sigmatic. It's a mushroom coffee mix. They've got several different blends now. They've got like a lion's mane and chaga. They've got a hot cocoa mix. They've got tea elixir mixes. This is only 40 milligrams of caffeine, so much less than what I was taking with the pills. And basically what I've been doing to wean myself off is, rather than taking 2 pills before workout, I'll have 1 of these, and you just mix a packet with hot water, and then I'll have 1 pill instead of the 2, and then I'll continue to transition off until I take no pills and just 1 of these, and then that'll be a good transition off of that caffeine intake. But this is the first time I've tried this stuff. Tim Ferriss, if you know him, talks really highly of it. That's how I found out about it, actually, on his podcast. But it's really good. It doesn't give you like the jitters, doesn't give you like anything crazy like that. But like I've had it twice now before my workouts, and I've just felt really, really good in combination with that 1 pill of caffeine. So that's the only change, really. Everything else has stayed consistent. I take creatine, I take branched chain amino acids, and that's basically it. I don't take a whey protein powder. I take a quarter of a scoop of whey protein powder in this fat shake that I make, just because it makes the consistency a little bit better. But that's basically it. I can negate that entirely and be fine. And my body fat has continued to drop. I'm probably going to take, by the end of this month, I'm going to take updated photos and measurements and a body fat measurement, and I'll probably do like a posing update for y'all so you can kind of see where I'm at. But definitely getting much leaner, feel much leaner. I'm starting to see striations and cuts in places I don't normally see until after I've been prepping for a while. As you prep, you kind of, after you've done it more than once, you start to recognize these biomarkers you have that you don't see in the off season. You start to pick up as you prep, and you kind of judge your progress by it. So I'm starting to see veins in my shoulders that I don't see until after I start prepping. My glutes are coming in really solid. So yeah, progress is good. Keto is good. All is well. So I'll give you an update at the end of the month with more in regards to the actual contest prep. In the meantime, I'm going to keep doing the Ask Keto Savage show and the podcast. I got a podcast hopefully on Thursday with another bodybuilder, so hopefully I get that out to you soon. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Thanks for listening.